1995, the Sydney Bulldogs defied all the odds to win the Winfield Cup Premiership in what was a tremendously tumultuous year. Unfortunately for the Dogs, the 96 season has already had its problems. A first-round forfeit was followed last weekend by a second-round loss to the Sydney Tigers. As we welcome you to Friday night football here at the Sydney Football Stadium, it's incredible to think that going into the third round of this year's Optus Cup, the reigning premiers go in distinct underdogs for this clash against the Sydney City Roosters.
Thank you, Peter. Good evening, everybody. Eastern Suburbs coming down the tunnel. Let's look at their team lineup tonight. No Phil Clark. And if you're watching, Phil, we're all very much thinking of you. Ivan Cleary, Darren Juney, Matt Singh, Peter Clark, Jorgensen, Walker, Lamb, Dunn, Garlick, Hermanson, Ricketson, Ramaka, Fittler and Gould. And there he is, the big names of rugby league. And indeed that is true for the man that leads the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs out, Simon Gillies. Defending premiers, there's their team. Silva, El Masri, Timu, Hughes, Halligan, Lamb, Pollamount, Britt, Hetherington, Newton, Ralph Gillies, and Glenn Hughes at the back of the scrum. And age shall not weary them. Terry Lamb, back for another year. Paul McBlain, he's in charge. There's the kick-off. The blue and whites running left to right. Memories, I suppose, still in their minds of the grand final victory. Their first visit back since that time, and they go in and pick up where they left off, because there's no doubt in my mind that was a feature of their win, their defence. First penalty of the game goes to the Sydney City Roosters. Against the second rower, Robert Ralph, for coming in third man, fourth man over the top, in fact. Big kick finds the line on the halfway. First penalty of the game. And this is Hermanson, who gets side on to the defence as he takes it forward. Now they come across and they find Paul Dunn in the number 8. No Jason Lowry tonight.
Again, the Bulldogs defence giving away a penalty. Calling out Simon Gillies and Jason Hetherington just to lay down the law. That was Paul Dunn, a Canterbury player as well, getting his side the penalty, 41 metres out directly in front. Adrian Walker opting to kick for touch. And again, the Bulldogs playing Craig Pollamount at outside centre in defence.
Here they come, and they're on fire at the moment, the Roosters. The big men taking it up with a lot of gusto. That was Hermanson one more time. Menacingly, they look at the Canterbury Bankstown line now. From Garlick away for Fittler to go across, and then back for Walker. And did he knock on? Yes, he did. Round of applause from the Canterbury Bankstown players. The tackle jolting the ball away from Andrew Walker.
The defence is very keen. It's very enthusiastic and strong, and that's what forced that error from Walker.
Pollamount shuffles back into 5/8 now in attack. And Lamb works the scrum, and they go across for Stephen Hughes. Stephen, of course, that had the injury-plagued 1995, was it not? Did not do the damage in the World Sevens from memory. Hetherington tries to work down that narrow blind side. Now, their captain, Gillies. I just wonder how much say this man Lamb has out there in the on-field application of the game plan.
And the last tackle, Ray, it's a perfect blend, isn't it, to have two experienced players, one leading the backs, one leading the forwards. A good take there by Peter Jorgensen. He brings it back over the halfway line. I'm sure that Terry Lamb, anything operating in the back line, he's the man that calls it. When he wants it, you can bet that he does get the football.
So tonight we'll find out, I would imagine, whether the hopes, the aspirations of the rebirth of the Roosters has got any hope in 1996. Lamb across and a second man decoy run. Paul Dunn plays it on the 40-metre line, the last tackle, and Lamb goes across. He neatly puts it into the corner. The bounce is favourable for Eastern Suburbs. And Silva is wrestled down by Peter Clark. The 10-metre line just behind him. No score opening minutes. Coming up to 4 minutes gone. Good Friday match. And it has proved very popular since it was first brought in, it must be 3 years ago now. This is Gillies, 22 metres away from the Canterbury Bankstown line. Isn't it nice to have them called Canterbury Bankstown officially? Now, Craig Polamaunta is inside his own 30-metre line. They've seen plenty of this part of the ground. That's the mistake that Eastern Suburbs were waiting for. It didn't convert for them. Stephen Hughes puts in a cross kick. The runners are coming down the ground, and across comes the winger, Junee. Stephen Hughes, good work.
Yeah, great piece of football from Stephen Hughes. As Rav said, didn't play at all last season because of a bad knee injury, but it was great how he found the sideline there, made 30, 40 metres and centre kicked.
Nothing on the scoreboard. A handoff from Fittler, back and away, short passing, and this... Oh, Ivan Cleary picked up and driven back on the end of Mitch Newton's shoulder. 32 metres away from their own line. Paul Dunn takes it up. Former Canterbury Bankstown player. Here's the tackle on Cleary. Pretty much out of the manual. Shoulders and then driving with the thighs. Kick is good, down to the 10-metre line for Silva. A little bit of a punctuation mark in the bring back. Gets away from Clark. Circles a couple of others. This is El Masri. Big right foot step, apparently. 18 metres out from his own line. Again, familiar territory for Canterbury Bankstown. Just inside the 30-metre line. El Masri is in 18, away through Lamb, and on now for Darren Britt. Pulled down by Andrew Walker. And now from Hetherington, they pick up a forward runner, Robert Ralph. And then back, it's loose, it's on the ground, picked up by Hetherington. And then Hermanson went in and put him down. 31 metres away from the blue and white's line, the Hyundai Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. This is Mitch Newton. And the departure of players like Smith and Pay and Dimmick has, I would think, provided a permanent first-grade spot for Mitch Newton. He's been very much the deputy. And this is Cleary now taken in by Stephen Hughes and also the captain, Simon Gillies. And so the Roosters bring it away, and the weaving run takes them to the 30. Walker's there to support, and he's put down 32 metres out from his line. There's a Canterbury ball. I thought for a moment there was going to be fisticuffs, but it's with the Bulldogs now.
And that's really the first mistake made by either side, bringing it out of their own danger zone. And straight away, Canterbury go wide with Timu trying to get on the outside of his man, Matt Singh. Can't do so. Fittler there to help, and Fittler will be penalised. Very confident start here from Canterbury. They've been enthusiastic in their defence. And when they get the football, very willing to give the ball plenty of air and get to the flanks. Some good cover defence there from the Australian captain. The Roosters lock forward. Terry Lamb, he's pretty happy with proceedings at the moment.
And I just noticed that when a decision had to be made whether to put it into touch or go for the kick at goal, it was Terry Lamb who was nodding, saying, I think we should take the kick at goal. So, little Blake still making plenty of decisions out there for his side.
That's the penalty. The second man coming in, Brad Fittler, not needed as far as the referee was concerned. And I think the more penalties like that we see in the game, the better.
That's fair enough too. Timu was grounded. He was trying to get up and play the football quickly, and the second tackle not necessary. So Halligan gets a chance to put first points on the board.
$1,044 points against his name. One of the all-time great goal kickers, Darryl Halligan. 8 minutes gone. The Premiers versus the Sydney City Roosters, and Halligan's kick is a Bobby Dazzler. Oh, that's a beauty. 2-0 Canterbury over Sydney City. So back to the halfway line for the restart. And a magnificent kick by Darryl Halligan.
Let's stay behind him, fellas. No silly penalties.
Walker restarts.
That's a great restart there from Andrew Walker. Perfect kick, got plenty of height. Just a couple of metres inside the dead ball line, and the first tackle was made 6 metres out from Canterbury's line. This is the third now with Darren Britt. So a real opportunity for the Roosters to force the Bulldogs to kick deep in their own territory. Good shot.
Lamb now driving it down on the blind side for Cleary to go away. Chased by the hooker. He outsped Hetherington and was tackled on the halfway line. Gillies working hard in cover. So too Glenn Hughes, the lock forward. Now they're just outside the 40-metre line as they come across. For Fittler, the dummy! Back inside they go for Hermanson. Penalty. One of the players I fancy was held back out of the play.
Yes, Mitch Newton grabbed a hold of Terry Hermanson. Hermanson was looming up on the inside of Brad Fittler. With a little dummy throw, and it was taken. He almost sliced through, looked for support on the inside, and the big Canterbury forward on screen. He just grabbed a handful of his opposing number, the number 10. You'll see on the inside there's the hand. A little bit premature, so a chance here for Ivan Cleary to even things up.
30 metres out, and now Ivan Cleary with this task of bringing it back square. Kicks a good one. 2 points all in front of a healthy crowd. The Roosters and the Bulldogs.
What an acquisition Ivan Cleary looks like being for the Roosters. Apart from his goal kicking, we saw there 88% for the season so far. He also won our Man of the Match award in the opening game here against the Tigers. Tremendous work in general play. Daryl Halligan restarts. A much shorter restart than the opposition were able to come up with. And straight away on the first tackle, the Roosters outside their 20-metre line. Block, does that mean that the breeze is a little bit stronger going with the Roosters?
No, it's died down a little bit, Pete, but it still is in favour of the Roosters. Just watching the Doggies, they've had a good start to this game, but one player they do miss, Jimmy Dimmick, to give them that little bit of extra option.
Yes, that comment from Steve reminds us of the size of the shoes that, in particular, Glenn Hughes has to fill. Walker's kick is big, but I think it's too big. Oh, it's hit the chalk, it's out. So, it's gone out to the centre, John Timu. Matthew Singh makes the tackle. He's been kept busy, Matt Singh out there. Polomata puts on a sprint and then they bang him into the ground. Smith and Madison make the tackle. Over for Britt. Hammers it forward. 10-metre line in front of him. Hetherington. Now Newton does well. Gillies combines. Newton is there, but El Masri is tackled. Quick play the ball. Hetherington. Long ball left. On from Lamb, into the chest there of Hughes, onto his brother Stephen, 2-on-1, infield ball, Timu, back for Polomata, then for Hughes, back for Timu, play on, they work on the left of the ground, Timu is short, Timu short.
This is a great game of football. Already, after 17 minutes, you can see it shaping up as one heck of a fight here, keeping the ball alive, the Bulldogs. Polomata back to his support player. The referee ruled that had gone backwards off Stephen Hughes. John Timu looks like he can reach out, get to the line, but as Ray points out, just short. Tremendous defence once again. Great determination in attack.
Well, he sort of half-by reached back to grab it.
Well, Adrian Lamb raked it away, but he's put pressure on them, and look at Canterbury Bankston surging in. Numbers in defence, 1, 2, 3 of them all the time.
That means the Roosters need to get the ball a couple wide if they can. They're playing an umbrella defence almost, the Canterbury side. They're coming up very quickly. There's got to be a little bit of a gap, 2 or 3 wide. That's maybe where Brad Fittler or Adrian Lamb could exploit something. If you keep coming up the middle here, you're really playing into Canterbury's hands.
Tony Iro is on in 15. The Roosters roll it down to the Canterbury line for Daryl Halligan to bring it back. And again, heavy defence. Timu. Been good tonight, John Timu. Newton brings it back to be met by the Roosters reception committee. Now Darren Britt. Smart play by Darren Juney. And then pulled down by Glenn Hughes. Iro's on for Ramaka. They go on the blind side for Iro. Good ball player, looking to unload. 30-metre line, that's where they are, right at the ground. Garlick pumps on the blind side. Singh, pulled down by Halligan. Garlick. Hermanson, 20-metre line, handoff, Garlick. On and away from Lamb for Walker. Walker's away! Walker's away! Inside the 10-metre line, pulled down by Silva. Lamb is there, quick play the ball, works on the blind side himself, Singh's pass, Juney, and Juney is pulled down, 5 metres out from the line, tackled by Ralph, now for Lamb, rolls it in, and too deep.
Oh, bad luck.
20-metre drop, or 20-metre place kick to restart.
Well, this game's got everything, hasn't it? It's probably the best game we've seen so far this season. There's attacking rates and individual brilliance, and the defence is just absolutely stunning. They're crunching each other.
I don't know that you needed to say this year. You probably could have said for the last couple of years. This has got all the earmarks of one of the great games. And of course, the script has been written. A side that has built up, spent millions of dollars to put some pride in the red, white and blue jumper against a side defending the premiership, and of course a side that has lost 5 of their very, very big names. Paul Dunn. Seen plenty of clubs since he left Canterbury Bankstown. There's Lamb. Now Fittler. Beautiful hands by Ricketson. Peter Clark is pulled down. Bootlace stuff by Polomouta. Walker. High kick. Looking for runners. Oh, El Masri. Here's Garlick. Inside the 20-metre line. Jorgensen, Dunn, good passing, along the line, wide, Hermanson, now from Singh, this is Cleary, Cleary's tackled 10 metres out, Canterbury, they're on the stretch at the moment, Hermanson, Iro, gets it away for Dunn, then it's away from Ricketson, Fittler, cut out pass, great defence by El Masri. Pulled down by Clark it is, pulled down by El Masri. Fittler, Lamb, infield pass, Ricketson. Ricketson is 10 metres out from the line.
We're starting to think with the quality of these defences out there, the kick is going to be the way it tries to be scored. Fittler into first receiver, the long cut-out pass, beautiful hands from Walker.
That's a knock-on. Well, both sides have had their defence tested. Hermanson made the mistake. The Fittler pass, 20 metres. And then Walker's pass was a dud pass. Below and behind Hermanson.
He did a good job there, hasn't El Masri, coming in to make the tackle when it was needed on this side of the field. He was the man that put his team under pressure by dropping the kick. The high one put up by Walker. Looks like replacement player on, Stephen Price. He was a hero for the Bulldogs last year in the grand final. He scored their first try. Forward pass here to Gillies. Jason Hetherington well and truly in front. Throwing the pass to Simon Gillies.
Phil Gould using the interchange. Ramaker back on, Smith back on, Madison on. Iro, one of those to come off with Dunn and Hermanson. Price is on for Ralph in the Canterbury side. Fittler goes away. Lamb pulled down just inside the 30-metre line. Fittler again. That is Madison. 25 metres out from the Canterbury line. Garlick lets one go before working it onto the chest of Ricketson. Lamb calling it on the right. They got good numbers and Fittler is amongst them. Here he is. Fittler looks to unload. 22 metres out. Lamb runs on the blind side. Singh taken by Timu. Penalty goes to Sydney City Roosters.
Here's Lamb drifting across. Look, they're coming inside and out. Now there's Singh.
Cleary now. The kick is off the upright and bouncing down for Hetherington. Driving defence. Almost sees Hetherington back in goal. Silver, that'll be a penalty against Madison.
Jason Hetherington was always going to be one of the leading lights for his team. That penalty kick finds touch 17 metres out from the Bulldogs line. Really getting into the last 10 minutes of this first half, a danger time for both teams. They have ripped in defence for the entire match. I think even despite the interchange system, some players starting to get a little bit weary.
Canterbury now searching for the 40-metre line. By Hetherington, that is Price. Come across the park. Bad pass has put Timu under pressure. Tocco is on in 15. Gillies is with it. Does well to reach the 40-metre line. Halligan. Glenn Hughes. Oh. 14 was James Smith. And Glenn Hughes then carried them down to the halfway line.
That was a great run.
He's hurt too, James Smith, as Polamatta again kicks in, but Jorgensen is beautifully placed. Really, a couple of kicks from Polamatta haven't put any pressure on because the winger has been back. He did come up with a pretty good tackle in conjunction with some teammates.
4-3 the penalties to the home side. And then they went to Parramatta in round 12 and Canterbury 22-14 when John Timu was man of the match with 14 points against his name. Gillies plays it on the 40-metre line. Roosters end of the ground. Under 4 minutes remaining first half. To the left for Lamb to go high and across. And batted back down by Darren Juney, rounded up by the kicker.
The Roosters wingers have been great tonight in this first half. Both Juney and Jorgensen, former Union players, converted to the game of rugby league and made a great fist of it in a short period of time. They've got good hands, being targeted a little bit by the Bulldogs kicking game, but no problems out there under pressure.
Let's go down to the sidelines. Yes, Steve?
Yeah, it's interesting coaching styles. The Roosters already used 10 replacements, the Bulldogs only 2. This is the third time that Big Terry Hermanson's been on and off.
Yeah, he's certainly been working overtime with his interchange, Phil Gould. And given Canterbury's preparation, I would have thought it might have been the other way around. 5 tackles gone as they go high and long to Walker. He's had an air swing, scooped away for Timo, inside the 30, runs away from Cleary, Lamb down the centre, 12 metres out from the line.
Try saver from Juney.
Now they go to the left. It's away from Britt, back for Timo. Timo, a metre from the line. Can they score? 2.5 to go. They give the penalty and the sin bin.
Yes, Ivan Cleary's gone to the bin. Big decision made here by the referee. Some great football there. How the Bulldogs didn't score. Some wonderful cover defence.
And Terry Lamb's enthusiasm once again. He was the bloke that got through on the last tackle. Andrew Walker shaped the kick, should have kicked, tried to go around Lamb, who came up with the tackle. This is the last. No, in fact, it was Jason Hetherington. Saw the upside down 9. And look at this little bit of work there from Terry Lamb. The offload, pick-up offload in one movement. Timu got away. Darren Junee, a great try saver. And really the Roosters here, well, they were better off giving 2 away because they looked like giving 6.
Yeah, it must have been a hard decision against 12 men just before half-time. Must have been tempting to go for the try and the 6 points.
Both these sides now starting to show respect for the other. Instead of taking a tap or a kick for touch and go on with 6 tackles, Canterbury goes for the 2 points. And that's almost a formality off the boot of Daryl Halligan. So 4 points to 2. Pressing on to half-time.
It has really been one of the most enthralling 40 minutes of football we've seen for a long time. It's just been a great game of football, great advertisement for rugby league, this.
Royal Easter Show at the adjoining showground. As Andrew Walker starts from the halfway. There's been little of that in the first 40 minutes. As young Hughes comes back, Glenn with the number 13 on his back. That is Stephen Price. White cycle shorts, headgear. Newton. Bruising tackle. It's been intense defence. So half-time is with us. Great first half of football. No tries. Halligan got 2. Walker got 1. Or Cleary, I should say, got 1. 4 points to 2. Yes, and welcome back. The second half, Paul McBlain about to call time on. 4 points to 2. Canterbury in front. Looking out as Paul McBlain starts the second half. Darren Junee was being physically ill, waiting for the kick-off. So this is young Price, 17 for the Bulldogs. Peter Wheeler.
Darren Junee is the man that has dropped back into the fullback position for the Roosters with Ivan Cleary in the sin bin. What we'll see now from the Bulldogs, they won't go too wide too early. They'll try and put a little bit of a dent in the middle, draw the Roosters defenders in, and then go wide to the flanks, trying to exploit that extra man.
Newton, about 38 metres away from his own line. First set of 6 since the resumption. And pressure applied by the Roosters to the kick of Rod Silva, which is brought back by Peter Jorgensen. Junee, a dummy half. Peter Clark. A good time for the Roosters to make full use of the 6 tackles available to them. Fittler hit hard by Price. Garlick. Busy performance by Sean again tonight. Now for Lamb. Trying to get through a gap, as so many before him have tried. There's just been nothing available. Into the air off the boot of Ramaka. And he got the ball back. Services it quickly to the left. A chance for Jorgensen. And it is going to be brought back out To the centre of the goal mouth for the restart.
Well, nice kick there by East. So it was amazing that no one actually went for it from the Bulldogs. They were content to let it bounce. And then in the end, it came down to Silver's pace. He grounded it there.
Well, Hazri, he came in to make sure. It was good work from Jorgensen and a good result for the Roosters. Ray points out they really need to work through their set of 6 with a player short. The more they can have the football in their hands, the better that will be.
Just 20 metres out now. Dunn. Way for Lamb. Changes the point of the attack. They change it again. Iro taken out by Timu.
They're too smart. They're covering up there. They scored a try against the Tigers with a similar move. Fittler took the football much closer to the ruck area as Darren Junee tries to beat the markers, can't do so. It was all a little bit pedestrian, the planned move. And Terry Hermanson drops the hip, offloads to Garlick. Good second phase play. Adrian Lamb, Walker beats his man and gets through. Intercept taken.
Go down to the sideline, Steve Roach.
Yeah, one change for the Bulldogs at half-time. Stephen Hughes, no knee injury, it's a hamstring injury this time. He's been replaced by Peter Wheeler. Well, the Doggies, they want to slow down Eastern Suburbs, play the ball. Be alert on Brad Fittler on the third play. They think he's going to attack them on the fringe of the ruck. He said they've got to work on their support play. They've made a couple of breaks, but there's been no one there to finish off. For the Roosters, Phil Gould talked about matching it with the Premiers. He said they're not Premiers for any sort of reason. You've got to try and hang in there and win this game. He praised their scramble defence, and he also said, let's play a bit on the fringe of the ruck. They're playing in too tight and getting bashed early.
Now, Junee coming away from the 20-metre line. Good deep kick by the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs again showing that they're very keen to get to the ball to the flanks as quickly as possible. It may work later on for them as the pass back inside against a tiring defence. They're sliding particularly well, the Roosters. They're just sliding across as the pass is thrown. Eventually the Bulldogs running out of space. Every now and then they might find a tired defender on the inside, and the inside pass would work well.
Penalty goes to the home side. It is against Hetherington for holding the tackle player down for too long. 4-2, Canterbury in front. Early minutes of the second half. In fact, 8 minutes gone. Hermanson batters his way inside the 20-metre line for Garlick. To go across left for Lamb and then Ramaker. Price busy in defence. Garlick again, they switch it, they come back to the right. That is Ricketson. 11 metres out from the line. From Garlick away to Lamb. Lamb held it back. Fittler! Fittler! He scores! Big left foot step. The Roosters get the first try.
Just pure strength here. Adrian Lamb drifting across as he does so well. A little short ball. Just a smidge of a hole there. Mitch Newton couldn't come up with the tackle, but Brad Fittler running straight, burst through, and then the step at the end to put him over.
Yeah, beautiful stuff there. Great ball by Adrian Lamb. He drew 2 of them.
We thought that would be the opportunity for the Bulldogs to maybe put some points on the board, but it's happened the other way, and Adrian Walker, a simple conversion attempt to put his side in front.
8-4 then, Sydney City in front of Canterbury Bankstown. 54th minute. Kick for touch. That's a tough call on Polamalu. It really was nothing. It was a fairy-like pat. And I think he's put him on report, so he must have got a different view than we did. Madison, 18 metres away from the Canterbury line. Garlick! His first scurry from dummy half. Iro. Lamb holds it back! 3 metres away. Fittler looks around, runs to the right. Iro looking for a flop back. 5 tackles have gone. What will they do? They'll look for Walker. They might go for the shot. He puts a grubbing kick in. And it's gone over the dead ball line. 16 for Canterbury. It was Reardon who was on for Terry Lamb. 4 points the difference. 17 minutes gone, second half. Wheeler into the chest of Polomouta. On for Timu. Timu just over the halfway line. He's been one of their best tonight. Wheeler, cut-out pass through to Glenn Hughes. Now with their captain, Simon Gillies. Taken by Sean Garlick with Brad Fittler's help and Tony Ira. 45 metres out from the line, they come back to the left. And Wheeler juggles behind Price into the hands of Timu. Timu went through. Price inside the 30 to the 20-metre line, and that will be the turnover.
Well, haven't they used Timu up tonight? He's been their best, no doubt about it. He's been in everything. On that occasion, he nearly turned nothing into a try with a weaving run. He thought about kicking, saw the gap, went through it, found support in Price, and unfortunately tackled, so the end of the section.
James Smith. Adrian Lamb has been very good tonight. He made that tackle on Price, a tackle that had to be made. Tony Iro takes a smashing with the 30-metre line just behind him. Garlick for Walker's right foot. Big kick by Andrew. That's where they are. Silva. Oh, good run by Rod Silva. He played for Sydney City, formerly with Penrith. And Reardon pulled down by James Smith. 15 is Tocco. Robert Ralph. Ramaka struggling with John Simon. They're in the centre of the ground. They're 35 out. They angle to the right for Glenn Hughes. Madison closes it. Garlick hangs on. Wheeler is with it. Puts the kick. Oh, way over the dead ball line, is it? Taken by Cleary. He took no chances at all.
No, and that's the kind of game it is. Ivan Cleary, even that close to the dead ball line, wasn't prepared to allow the ball to bounce and maybe come straight back over his head towards the chasers. It's a pretty good take, really, with the angle of the ball coming down.
Fittler. Sort of run that was required. Of course, he can adapt to any sort of football, Brad Fittler. Can become the battering ram if he has to. Andrew Walker's kick is beautifully placed.
It's very noticeable now that the Roosters are taking full advantage of their long kicking game. Matt Singh there coming up with the tackle on Rod Silva. You'll find as this game goes on that they will be able to play the better field position because they can find an extra 20 or 30 metres compared to the kicking game of the Dogs.
Stephen Roach.
Yes, Adrian Lamb, I have to agree with you, Ray, has been outstanding. There is some talk on the sideline now that he might be going into the hooker position.
Oh, they've coughed it up. They coughed it up, and young Wheeler, he's ensured that a scrum will restart. Hetherington, the offender. Watch the tackle. It was Ramaka. And that was Hermanson over the top. And then young Wheeler, instead of the Roosters being able to get on with it immediately, at least he has slowed it down for them to get their defensive line set. Fittler from the back of the scrum, and Simon is with it. Fittler. Ramaka. Phil Clark, of course. The medical reports on the Great Britain captain are good. He's lost it, Hermanson, has he? They're 30 metres out. Simon. Fittler. takes them on, looks to unload, and then they come in and they cannon him off into the ground. Gillies, the main man. Simon rubbing it ahead. Hetherington's in trouble.
Yeah, apart from Fittler's try where he made the bust and scored, they've handled him pretty well, really ensuring that they get 2 and 3 tacklers into him to prevent him from offloading. And the defence just keeps on coming. What about that one from Hermanson?
Wheeler. Paul Dunn surging in. Not a bad crowd. And that is Reardon. Out to his 20-metre line. Hetherington's pass. Kicked down the ground by Mitch Newton. Cleary on the bring back. 5 metres into Canterbury's area.
And again, that illustrates the difference in the kicking game. Although Mitch Newton, not a renowned kicker, a pretty good piece of skill there to be able to get a left footer away. But on the second tackle, the Roosters have the football 40 metres out from their opponent's line. Field position will be very important in this game, and that will favour the tricolours.
Simon. Ramaka slid a pass. Simon couldn't get it away. Good tackle by Halligan. Hermanson. Walker goes out and finds Cleary. Cleary's pass picked up by Clark. 22 metres out from the line. Walker along the ground. Plenty of cover there. And Lamb puts the kick in the air. Chance for the runners, but Cleary was first there. Darren Juney. Penalty goes to Sydney City. Inside the 10 against Canterbury. Walker's kick. It's a very good kick. That was the penalty inside the 10. Now the tap. Madison comes storming down to the 20-metre line. They got all the ground to work in on the right. They go back towards where the ball was played. So they keep a wide section of the ground on the right. Here they come. Lamb. 3 metres out from the line. A chance to wrap it up here. Fittler. Long ball. Walker. Eventually put down just inside the 10-metre line. Singh. Now for Fittler. Inside for Ricketson. Wasn't expecting it. This has not been a good set of 6. 5 gone. Walker. The kick is perfect. Perfect for El Masri.
Oh, Shazam. And Hazam took it beautifully. A pressure take. They were gone. He had to drop that one.
It's not Shazam, it's Hazam. I think you're getting confused with a good racehorse of a few years ago. Anyway, he took it well, the kid.
Isn't it?
Now, they make the football do the work. It ends on the left flank with Halligan. Simon Gillies is cramped up. Robert Ralph's pass. Wheeler is with it. Looking for a runaround player. And eventually the Roosters come up with it. And again, Adrian Lamb. Gillies has had to come off with that cramp. Ira. 40-metre line. 8-4. 11 minutes to go. Smith. Reardon over the top. Garlick. Madison. Crosses the 30. Pulled down by Robert Ralph. Garlick. 69 minutes gone. Fittler. There's the 20-metre line just in front of him. What will they do? Lamb turns it in. Walker. He's got to get rid of it. Cleary. And it's Halligan back on his own 10-metre line. Lamb runs it across the park. Troubles for Stephen Price. That's El Masri. Reardon. Their last couple of sets, Peter, I'm talking about the Roosters, they haven't been cohesive.
No, but as I say, they're at the right end of the field. I want to keep saying that the Bulldogs are gone, but with a side that possess the character they do, and 10 minutes to go, just can't bring myself to do it. But the Roosters are doing everything right. And how much easier is it for them when the first tackle is on the 50-metre mark, and not having to come out from their own 10-metre line? And that's happening constantly towards the end of this match.
Ramika. Walker. Walker! 32 metres out from the line. They want it on the right. Iro. Big Tony Iro. 25 out. Fittler. Picked up there by Terry Lamb. Timo makes a great run. He's over the 40-metre line, but picked up in cover. Juni makes the tackle. Canterbury now. Britt, Lamb, knocked down by Eastern Suburbs.
Well, that's a great result for the Roosters. I thought it was a penalty to the Bulldogs.
Terry's passed it to the ref.
Paul McLean getting in the road. 8-4 then, the Roosters leading Canterbury with about 8 minutes to go. The team in the attacking zone gets the feed when the ball comes in contact with the referee.
It's been a long time since the Roosters have had to defend at this end of the field. And now they can come up with the defence to win this match as the Dogs throw everything at them. Jason Hetherington runs into a good tackle. Ramika got a couple left up their sleeve, the Dogs. Wheeler got support out wide.
It's into Lamb, and now Mitch Newton just inside the 20-metre point. And Hughes to Lamb, and now for Polamaunda. A snatching attempt to tackle by Singh. Timu into Lamb. Go across with the kick. Pressure. Oh, Ivan Cleary, has he got the ball? Yes, he has. Now Paul Dunn outside the 20-metre line. That was great by Cleary.
Did he take it on the full? I still have doubts as to whether he actually got the football with his leap.
Well, this might help you.
No, he's dropped it.
He's dropped it, it's come off another Reece player back into his hands.
I think it's come off his hands and gone onto the back of one of his players, one of his colleagues, and he's made a regather.
Last tackle now, back to Andrew Walker. He'll drive it. Doesn't get it exactly where he wants it, but he'll find touch. That's just as good.
Well, his kicking game tonight, as I mentioned earlier, has been precise. And that time it was as though he had it on a string to take a left-hand turn. He's held in very high regard by coach Phil Gould. Reardon comes off.
5.5 minutes to go in this game. And the crowd are trying to lift the Roosters.
The young winger, Masri. Simon Gillies is back. 5 minutes left. Darren Britt. They're 35 out from their own line. Not the right end of the park, is it? Not in this situation anyway. Played by Robert Tocco. Lamb keeps peppering them with the kick. Jorgensen, well, if you had to rate a winger's performance, he would have to come up with the complete 10.
Oh, a beautiful piece of football there from Jorgensen as he just drifted back, had it covered all the way, never took his eyes off the football.
Cleary. Plenty of feeling in that tackle from Britt. Walker. Ramika. Held by Glenn Hughes. 20-metre line. Ricketson. 10-metre line now. Right in the centre of the park. Plenty of players in motion. Simon, was he taken out?
Well, you expect John Simon to come up with a better kick than that. That had to stay in the in-goal area. As it is now, it's 20 metres forfeited and 6 tackles. And it gives the opposition a chance.
3.5 minutes.
The doggies just about out in their feet. Hetherington coming off injured now. Reardon goes back on.
Jason Hetherington leaving the field, carrying that left arm.
Had a great game.
I think Jason Hetherington's been wounded for quite some time. It's been, and I think the reports on the match will suggest that he has been very gallant. Pollamount up. 3 minutes on the clock. Canterbury, without their captain, he's down injured, Simon Gillies. Wheeler rolls it in behind them. Oh, they come up with it, but he's ruled that it's been knocked on, I do believe. It's the turnover. Battered down by Terry Lamb, and it probably went forward off the hand of Halligan. Being on the last tackle, that is the turnover. The entire day from Randwick. Doncaster Derby Day tomorrow. Rugby League tomorrow night, and then again on Sunday and Monday.
With the racing and the football to come in this Easter break is as good as what we've seen tonight. We're in for something special. Into the final 2 minutes of Friday night football. Nothing silly from the Roosters. They'll work it for 6. If they can't score the try, the in-goal area is the place to go. Dunn goes centre field.
Forgetting that last night the Magpies played apparently very well. Fittler. Walker. Iro it is with the ball. Tony Iro. 7 metres away from the line. Garlic. Fittler. Now Ricketson. 5 metres out from the line. Done. 16 is Simon. Simon trying to fend away. 5th.
Walker looks like he's setting for a field goal here. I don't think that's the play.
Well, it's come off Canterbury Bankstown, I think. But he didn't play at the ball, so that's the turnover. 40 seconds on the clock.
Well, John Timo put all his eggs in the one basket. But again, it was good cover there, eh? Cleary and the winger were both back reading that. Jorgensen and straight through.
Peter Clark it is. Clark goes for the line but pulled down. Just 2 metres short of the line with 15 seconds on the clock. And a penalty goes against Canterbury.
Time is up. Take the tap, run it into them. That way it's not going to bounce off the uprights.
Time is up. And McLean calling Robert Relf out and then the captain. So I guess It's something that Ralph has said back in the in-goal. Foul language apparently used by Robert Ralph, aimed at the referee. Cleary then, the formality of landing another penalty goal. And the Sydney City Roosters win by 10 points to 4. Just the one try to Brad Fittler at the 45th minute.
This is a presentation of Fox Sports.